Welcome back to Sports Hop. It is on and popping. It's your player partner, your boy Mack B. I'm in the building. I got a special guest for you today. Pulling up on the couch, I got Compton's finest, Big2DaBoys in the building. What's up, family? You good?
Hey, I'm solid. How you feeling?
Welcome to the show. I'm
Mack
good,
B.
man. Les, thank you for coming, man. We've been plotting this for a minute, man. We finally got the chance to make this happen. So let's just jump right in, family. Let's talk about you from Compton, from the CPT. Shout out to Compton, of course, always.
Yes, sir.
Let's talk about you as a youth, kind of growing up in Compton, what that was like, and you got into the music scene. Kind of take us through that journey on how that came about.
Okay, well, man, Big2DaBoy, CPT, growing up in the city of Compton, man. I come from Compton because really my pops, you know what I'm saying? He come from Compton. He from Seattle,
okay, but
moved to Compton. So yeah, once I got that flavor, man,
right,
start chiming in, doing me, see what Compton's about, you know what I mean? And just start going from there, like music. Remember Kumo D, Wild Wild West?
Oh yeah, that was a classic.
That song right there, that kind of like got me into rap.
Okay.
Back then, I remember it used to be a thing called jukebox. That used to be on TV, on television.
I remember that.
Yeah, you could order the video, whatever the case may be. So I remember Kumo D, NWA, and I remember it was DJ Quick, born and raised in Compton.
Okay.
Like on then.
Right.
Yeah, that's what got me on right there.
Right. And we talked before the show that, you got some skills as a drummer, and you kind of became a drummer when you were younger with the Sounders and the High Steppers, right?
Yes, sir.
Talk to me about how that came about.
All right, first it was I started playing drums in the church house.
Wow.
Yeah,
okay.
I grew up playing drums in church.
Right.
Started playing on the set. Then when we stayed in Compton, when I was on Pearl, I remember off of Spring Street, it was a drill team called Rhythm in Motion. I remember I was going to the YWCA and they had a drill team in the drum squad that used to be there. So I used to just after day camp, you know what I'm saying, checking out the practice or whatever the case may be. And that's what just like kind of got me on it. I'm like, man, how I could join this? So I start chiming in with his name was Mr. Easton at the time. He stayed across the street from my dad when my pop stayed in Compton. And I love the drums, you know what I'm saying? There's something about the drums, whatever the case may be. And once I had a chance to chime in with Mr. Easton, start going to practice, then that's when Mark Bonner came, you know what I'm saying, with Vanessa Pickens, and that's when Rhythm in Motion, Untouchable High Steppers, like, both of them is like brother and sister, you know what I'm saying, drill teams under two different leaders, but the same, whatever the case may be. Played drums over there, did my thing. Then I start playing for Martha Skinner, which is my grandmother, rest in peace. We celebrated her yesterday. Okay. That's when she got her wings yesterday. All right. But I start playing for Compton Sounders, you know what I'm saying, about after that time. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Drum corps, the whole everything.
And let's pivot from you being a drummer to actually becoming a full-fledged MC, heavily respected in these streets.
Most definitely.
How did that happen? How did that come about? I know Kumo D was an influence and some other cats.
Right.
At what point, how old were you when you decided, okay, I want to dip my toe in this rap game and see what it's all about?
See, rap was before low-key drums.
Okay.
Because Kumo D, whatever the case may be, that was back then.
Yeah.
So I always was on music. But far as like once I start playing drums, everything was based on the cadences and beats.
Rhythms.
Right. So once I started like getting on instrumentals back then, we used to have tapes. You used to put a little piece of tape in the tape, you record on it like karaoke. You know what I'm saying? I started before there was a studio. Yeah. I started getting the invites to studios. It was the karaoke machine. Everybody remember that famous karaoke. Right. You know what I'm saying? Start making my first little demo tapes on the karaoke. You know what I mean? It started from there. But it's the drums, the cadences of the drums. That's what kind of like got me on my flow.
Right. Which makes it so distinct. That explains a lot right there.
Exactly. Being it like rappers wouldn't understand, but if you was a musician and a rapper, you for sure gonna get it. The first day, like, I hear how you ride the wave. You know what I'm saying? I hear your cadences. Most rappers don't tell me that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But if you know like any kind of instrument, you know what I mean? It's the cadence.
Right. Real talk. You dropped an EP in 2014 titled Big.
Right.
Walk me through the process on, who assisted you with that, from production, features on the record, and how did that turn out for you?
Okay, the dude who mix and master my stuff, his name is Epidemic. Shouts out to Epidemic. His name F. Dre. I remember he heard my stuff one day. You know, he's a MC that mix and master, whatever the case may be. He used to always hear my stuff and say, "Man, I can hook you up." You know what I mean? I was doing my own recording when I first started coming out. I had my studio at the house in the kitchen, doing whatever I do. Put out a couple little mixtapes, whatever. And ever since I started hooking up with Ep, he like, "Man, let's do an album. Let's do a quick EP. And then let's do an EP following up an LP. We're gonna call the EP Big. We're gonna call the LP To The Boy." It's gonna be like two versions. You got Big, which is the cat that's from Compton that get to tell my tale, far as the street, the gutter stuff, whatever the case may be. Tell my tale. And on that To The Boy, it's just like now how today is a new year, a new age, new fly. You know, everything is just different. So it's like two different identities.
Right.
But my boy Ep did that. He had the concept. He came with the concept, killed the concept. Always had hot production. So I just chimed in with a couple producers, whatever the case may be. We knocked out probably about 20 records and picked the hottest 6 or 7.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I like that flexible single joint too.
Oh yeah,
Talk to me about that and who produced that joint, because that's slapping, man.
Okay, that was by a super hot producer named F Major.
Okay.
Shouts out to him. I met him through my homie Clinton Wayne. So F Major, you know, he a big Grammy nominated, you know, producer. He up there.
Yeah.
So I remember one day I had the beat, and Lil Half Dead was at my crib.
Okay.
We knocked out the song. I had my homeboy, who else was there? My homie Killer Kane.
Okay.
He was on the hook singing Flexible. And from there, once the beat came on, it was like the beat said, it was like a club type of anthem. So once the homie came with the hook, we wrote our verses, knocked it out, put it out there a little bit.
Right. And a lot of people, in case y'all watching this show, you don't know what time it is. My man Big2DaBoy is an entrepreneur. You know, he's also business minded. Talk about the Fam to the Bam movement and how that led to your own company, Bam It Entertainment.
Right. Okay, Fam to the Bam. Shouts out to Fam to the Bam first. You know what I'm saying? Everybody that came from the original, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It was Fam to the Bam, which means family.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I started that. Then once I had a female rap group called Flosse, I add them in the middle. Then I started hanging with my homie Too Swift, and that was like my rap partner back in the days when, you know, when people start pairing up doing group stuff.
Yeah.
So we added that, Fam to the Flosse, Chaotic. So we dropped the Fam to the Bam, you know what I'm saying, and added the whole little clique, the little, you know, whatever the case may be, and just start getting it out there. Once I start getting that out there, everybody already know the brand, they seen it everywhere, so I just came with Bam It. When I came with Bam It don't really mean nothing. I used to have like a meaning for it, but Bam It is just family. That's my stamp.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Once I put the brand out there, everybody in not just California, like around the world, once I start getting merch and different little things, when I start tapping into that, everybody just came up with a Bam It movement. We got Bam It East Coast, everywhere, overseas, they Bam It out.
Okay. Bam, bam.
Bam It.
And that led to Bam It Business, right?
Yeah, Bam It Bit. Yep, that's what, I ain't even dropped that yet.
Okay.
But when I say I got that, it's mixed master ready to go. I stopped doing music for a nice period of time, but you know, had my little trial and error going on, whatever the case may be.
Life.
Life. But getting back to it right now, I got Bam It Business up and like it's loaded up, ready. I'm getting ready to drop that. We'll talk about it.
Okay. You're a single parent, you know, you raising your son, and I respect you, you know, me growing up without a pops, and so I know how difficult that can be. So shout outs to you, first of all, as a leader, as a black man out here, doing what's right and setting an example for your seed. So much love and respect in that regard. Rest in peace to his mom, Yanice Smith.
Yanice Smith.
Talk about her battle with sickle cell and the foundation that you've established after she's gone now, in terms of just bringing awareness to that situation.
Right. Like, as far as sickle cell, man, I never knew about it. I used to hear about it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But once, you know, we start being attached with each other, whatever the case may be, I started learning about it. She let me know she was sick. You know what I'm saying? Because first I had got shot up. Once I got shot up, you know, I went to Riverside. Once I went to Riverside, it was like a friend of a friend, family member, whatever the case may be. I've been knowing them forever.
Yeah.
So once I start coming out there, being out there chilling, whatever the case may be, I'm like, man, you be getting sick a lot. What's going on? And she explained it to me. You know what I'm saying? I was a little younger. So when she like explained it to me, I start visiting her at the hospital. You know what I'm saying? Checking her out, whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
Getting to know more about it. So when that was the mother of my kids, found out that she couldn't have a kid, whatever the case may be, and she ended up being pregnant, was blessed with my son, little Jamel. You know what I'm saying? I started learning more and more about sickle cell. I started going to like classes. I started, you know, when she in the hospital, learn more about it.
Educating yourself.
Most definitely.
Right.
So when she passed, I just said, you know what? I want to be able to put something in her name, like have a foundation. You know what I'm saying? I need to like follow up on more of that. But I remember when T-Boz, that was a part of TLC.
Yeah.
I remember she had sickle cell, and they was like chiming in. And then I got a cousin that passed from that. You know what I'm saying? Shani, she passed from sickle cell, and she was big in it, like far as like dealing with different organizations, like awareness about it.
Right.
So I started tapping in with her, and she passed. You know what I'm saying? When she passed from it, it's like, do we keep it quiet or do I still move on it even though I don't know everything about it?
Right.
So it's like I'm just praying to God and just gonna let him, you know, let him lead me from doing that and just put that in my kids' name, something that they can put out there for their mother. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so I've been working on that.
Much respect. And, you know, just to kind of touch on the relationship with your son, we got a little clip of you on set doing one of your music videos.
Definitely.
Let's pull that up, Solomon, and check that out. That's cool that you had a chance to have him on set with you.
Yeah, it's my boy Sleepy Trees on the camera. Shouts out to Sleepy Trees.
Okay, shout out to Sleepy getting it popping. So, but we ain't going to sleep anytime soon.
That part right there.
This is Sports Hop. I got Big2DaBoy on the couch. Don't you go nowhere. It's your boy Mack B.
Sports Hop, Rooftop Party, and OSP Inc.
We're already here. Question is, are you coming?
Salud por mi gente, tú sabes.
So,
Rooftop party, huh?
Rooftop Party is on and popping. Y'all
like
tap in February 11th.
Look like it.
In Vegas. It's a movie, man. We're excited. It's our first live event on that big of a stage. So,
Definitely.
you know, we growing, we expanding, we working, we grinding, we building.
Right.
Speaking of building,
that.
yeah, you got to pull up, family. You got to pull up. Let's talk about the Each One Reach One.
Ooh.
Each One Reach One Foundation. Tell me a little bit more about that and the people watching the show. What's popping with that movement, man?
Each One Reach One came from a dream.
Really?
Straight up.
Wow.
Came from a dream. God put something on my heart. He said, man, it's time to get back. You know what I'm saying? I always chimed in with my community.
Yeah.
Definitely, but it's like the homeless people is downtown LA,
Right.
different little places. So I remember before I made it a movement, I was going out there by myself. Go out there, get hella groceries, $300, $400, $500 worth of groceries, whatever the case may be. Have extra bags. Before I was going downtown LA, it's like on the 110 freeway, 105. It's like the on-ramps, like when you look down there, you see a lot of tents, different little places, like heading to LA. I used to pull over and go to every little thing that's under the freeway, see every homeless person right there, and used to bless everybody until I'm tired, or until I ain't got nothing else. It started off from that to a couple people. They're like, man, Big, I like what you was doing. I put a little bit on Facebook, Instagram, you know what I'm saying? Not trying to advertise me, like trying to give back to make it look like something, whatever the case may be, because of social media. I'm really was doing it from the heart, trying to show the homies like, man, this is something we could do. So I started getting on social media, asking people for donations. If you got any old clothes, old shoes, whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
I want to start going downtown LA. So when I start going downtown LA by myself, like peeping out different little areas, I just start bringing homies with me. And it went from homies to family members to people see me on social media pushing it. You got different people who want to come out, the families, you know what I'm saying? People want to bring their kids so they get to, you know, a chance to see something, whatever the case may be. End up, first it was 20 of us, then it was 50 of us, then sometimes it'd be 100 of us, you know what I'm saying? Going out there, everybody got donations and getting it in. So once I just started that, man, everybody just start following it, you know what I'm saying? They start following the movement, man, and each one reach one.
I love the name too. The handle is hella dope, man. Each one reach one.
Yeah.
It's just real catchy. It makes sense, and much respect to that, man, because
I'm bringing that back.
yeah.
I haven't did it in a long time, man. I've been through a hella deaths,
Yeah.
whatever the case may be. You know, trial and error. You know,
Yeah.
we all go through it. And God told me to chime back in too. He was like, man, you know what? Get back out there. The people need you.
Yeah.
Sometimes when I'm downtown LA shopping or something, man, I see a few people that was homeless. They be like, bam it. Or I see my shirts out there. Cause I used to bring my merch out there too. You know what I'm saying? Not trying to make a dollar or whatever the case may be. I want to see my stuff on them too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? All the time.
Right.
So each one reach one. Bam it. That's what we on. That's what
Right.
I'm on.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, you definitely on something really strong, man.
I
And
appreciate that, man.
much love and respect, family. And you know, I know it's a sensitive subject, man, but I gotta ask, like, how did you have the intestinal fortitude, man, to come back after taking 6 shots, man, and being declared dead, you know, 3 times, and you're here? Like, it's a miracle, you know what I mean? And you definitely got, you know, a vibe about you, man, that's special. But kind of walk our viewers through the process, man, of recuperating from that kind of an incident, and then still having the ability to not only live, but to make the music that you make.
Right.
Because that's real life right there, man.
Real talk. Well, even when it comes to that right there, I just look at it like everything is just God.
Yeah.
That's what made me really open up my eyes even more, chiming in when it come to the Lord. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because I know without him, for me dying on the table, the 2 or 3 times that I died on the table, just to even hear that, you know what I'm saying? It's unbelievable. So to hear that when it replay in my head, it's like, you know what? It's all about this God.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it just
Divine
brought me,
intervention.
God brought me closer. And he said, you know what? You living and you giving me the praise, but I want you to put your testimony out there, let the people know. There's a lot of people that got shot like you. A lot of people survived. A lot of people didn't survive. People want to hear the testimony to where it can help them, like, continue to keep pushing and keep going too. I got shot up bad as fuck. I mean, bad as hell, excuse my French. Half a stomach. I got shot with a 45. I got shot with an AK close range in my jaw twice. I got shot in my throat. I got shot in back of the leg, my right leg.
Wow.
Main artery. So I remember the leg specialist came through. They saved my leg because I remember I had gangrene. I got hit with rusty bullets in my leg. So they was gonna cut my leg off. They saved the leg. So it was a crazy process. Everybody, I had hella people coming to the hospital, visiting me every day, broke records in the hospitals that I was at.
Yeah.
Like the most people. But the days when I don't want visitors or nobody coming in, that's when I keep the doors shut and I hop out the bed, even though I had like 300 staples in my leg, couldn't walk, didn't have no feeling in my leg. They said I ain't gonna be able to walk again. So once I started hearing different things, because I had so many tubes in me to where I couldn't talk, you know what I'm saying? I had a brace on my neck, I couldn't talk, so everything was writing notes.
But you could hear and
But I
see.
could hear and I could see.
Yeah.
So my thing was writing it on paper, but I'm frustrated because I can't really get my point across, you know, to certain things that I was looking for and I wanted. But once me hearing doctors say he ain't gonna be able to walk again, he might not live the past 48 because, you know, different things that was going on with me, just to hear these different things and sitting still and panicking at the same time was the craziest feeling in the world. You know what I'm saying? And it's like,
It was also motivation, though, right?
it was motivation. It was motivation because I was touching other people that been through what I've been through, or people who haven't been through what I've been through, you know, just for them to hear a story about something like this, you know what I mean? To where they get to see me bounce back. Like when I got shot in my jaw, it's just like watching the 50 Cent movie, how he had to, you know, he couldn't talk.
Yeah.
And he had a different sound, a different voice.
Right.
So that's what kind of made me, like, when people hear me on the voice and they be like, he got a raspy voice. Yeah, I got shot in my throat too, and under my chin too. to where it's like damn near like broke my jaw.
Right.
You know what I mean? Bullets staying. It was crazy. So to be able to want to get back in the studio, to watch even the 50 Cent movie, it motivated you to how Tupac, he got shot up and it motivated him. It just, God told me, tell my tale.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Tell my testimony. So that's what I've been on, man.
Right. And it's a special story, and the journey is not over yet, man. I know there's some unfinished business that you got to handle out here. And I'm going to stay on you about this music, man, because the streets need to be fed, family.
Please do. See, even doing podcasts, it's so many people that's been chiming in, but I wasn't feeling music for a very long time because I was in a nasty, dark place.
Life.
Stressful. It was depression. It was different things. You know what I'm saying? Even when it comes to the music business.
Yeah.
Promises.
Politics.
Politics. People that say they'll put you on. You know, all that. It do something to you. You know, so I sat out for a long time. But once I start going overseas, before like my period, like with the big EP, start going overseas, different little like cities and countries and states, whatever, off my music, it started like making me want to level up to say, damn, I got fans in different places and not just California, not just Compton, Wise, Linwood, LA, you know, the cities that's, you know, in the area. You know what I mean? Once I start seeing what it's like overseas, I'm like, you know what? I got off social media for hella years too, 3-4 years, whatever the case may be. And when I chime back in, you know, on my accounts, I seen nothing but overseas people, out of towners. Big, what's up, man? Where the music? Where the merch?
Missing
What's going on? Versus my people that's in my face that can see me or they ain't seen me in a long time. Big, what's good? What's going? You know what I'm saying? It wasn't nothing like that. So when I start chiming in, reading messages, it low key put me in tears. Like, damn, people care. They on my music for real. You know what I'm saying?
They love you, man.
That's what keep me going right there.
Yeah. And I say it all the time, family. Sometimes your biggest supporters,
yes, sir,
are strangers that don't even know you more than a few minutes or hours. They gonna buy tickets, they gonna buy your album, they gonna buy your gear.
All the time.
But we can't get people that we done known half our lives to come support. Y'all watching, think about what I said because it's facts.
It's facts.
We need to change the narrative. We need to support one another out here. We need to support our grinds. We need to uplift one another. And you couldn't have been more real with what you said, how you broke that down.
We should be doing that in this new year.
Absolutely.
In this new year, I feel like since we got all these different gadgets, we got all these different platforms, we got all these different talented individuals that do different things, I feel like everybody should put on, everybody should support, like how you got podcasts. I feel like a lot of podcasts, whether people got numbers, don't got the numbers, I feel like everybody should come together because it's all about content.
Right.
I feel like rappers should do the same. I feel like everybody, you know, learn how to, you support me, I support you. Even if you don't think like me, and however it go, whatever, this is what I'm on. I'm trying to show cats I'm a supporter.
Right.
That's what I'm doing right now for this new year, showing cats that Big2DaBoy support. Whether if I rock with you, I don't rock with you. If I like your music, however it go, you from Compton, however it go, if I like your stuff, I'm gonna put it out there. Whether it's on my social media sites, however it go, I'm just letting everybody know I'm gonna kick it off. This is what I'm on.
Right.
Whether if my name is big, whether if it's smaller, it don't matter. Let's get it out there. I'm gonna show you what I'm on.
Right. I feel the rejuvenation, baby.
It's just like each one reach one. We grabbing people, we grabbing them one by one.
Yeah.
And sometimes we gotta show people.
Hey man, the pulpit not only exists in church, it exists in these streets.
Preach.
You know what I'm saying? So I already know what time it is. So the streets need some more music. They are hungry.
You can see it, man. When it comes to this support, you can see it. When it comes to damn near everything, you can see it.
Yeah.
If it's lack of something, you can see it. And I feel like it's lack of all kind of different things. Like the culture need attention. The culture need more people looking out and helping instead of like pick and choose. You know what I'm saying? It's different today. Like, let's put out, let's put on. Let's look out for those. You know what I'm saying? It ain't just about your homies, his homies over here, the streets. He from over here, he from over. Everybody got talent. If you got dope talent, let's do something about it.
Man, the way I rock, bro, if you dope, if you talented, man, I don't care what color you are. I don't care where you're from. Let's work. Let's get some money together. Let's create opportunities.
Yes,
That's what I'm on.
Yes, sir.
That's always been my movement.
Yes, sir.
So I totally can respect and appreciate what you're saying.
Most definitely.
Let's pivot because, this is Sports Hop. So I'd be remiss if I can't touch on, my Lakers and some other things that are happening.
Okay.
Are you a Laker fan, Big, or what's happening with your basketball?
I'm a Laker fan, but I haven't really been a fan of TV.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's real.
I ain't really been a fan of TV, man, because a lot of it seemed like everything watered down to me, man.
Yeah.
Or it's not real. It seemed fake.
Yeah. I feel you.
Yeah, it's not the same.
The game has changed.
There you go.
The game has
There you
changed.
go.
But
Not trying to speak on it and put it out there like that, but I see it change.
Right.
But
right.
I am a Laker fan for sure.
You want to see him winning. You want to see him
Laker
bring the
fan.
chip.
Yeah, football, I rock with the Cowboys.
Okay, Dallas. Ooh, you surprised me. Okay. Dallas. Okay. Well, they play in Green Bay this weekend, so we're going to see if those cheeseheads are going to be melted.
Ooh, the Packers. Shouts out to Big Rock, my big brother. I was just talking about my big brother before this interview.
Yeah.
Shouts out to Big Rock. You know what I'm saying? He used to be attached to NWA, Ruthless Records.
Okay.
MC Ren. A lot of people know Big Rock and his history, Trade E, whatever the case may be. Big Rock, Ghost Right, he do it all. But one thing, he, just like you, your energy, I feel like both of y'all got dope energy. Y'all can match this energy and talk, because he a rapper.
Okay.
He hella loves sports.
Right.
I can see him on the platform.
Okay.
Sure.
Shout out to Big Rock.
Shouts
What's
out
up,
to
Big Dog?
Rock.
There it is.
Brown.
Okay. So tell me, fam, you've got a body of work, man. You've done a lot of stuff. You've worked with a lot of artists. Is there anybody out there, West Coast, East Coast, South, wherever, international, is there anybody that you want to work with that you haven't had a chance to tap in with yet?
Yeah, I got a childhood homie. That's my childhood homie. Met him through my homie Pop Gates.
Okay.
Rest in peace, Pop Gates, my boy Calvin Brown. But Kendrick Lamar.
Okay.
We from the same city.
K-Dot.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got a couple songs with him through my homie. I got a homie named Travieso that's coming out of Riverside.
Okay.
My Hispanic partner. Shouts out to my boy Travieso.
Okay.
But I remember one day he hit me and said, Big, I want to get, J-Rock. That's when J-Rock was hot.
Yeah.
Part of Top Dog. Shouts out to my boy Rock.
Shout out to TDE, by the way.
Shout out the whole team.
Punch, the whole fam.
The whole family.
Yeah.
Straight up. Top Dog, you already know. But Kendrick, I remember I already knew it. I said, man, Kendrick, he crazy. He on the uprise. It ain't just because he from Compton, but I recognize the bars. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I recognize talent. I recognize it. So when I start seeing K-Dot, he was K-Dot then.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The songs that I got he was K-Dot. But now Kendrick Lamar will love to be able to do something with, he always been dope.
Yeah.
Kendrick Lamar, I like J. Cole.
Okay.
I like there's so many people. My son love Dirk, so I would love to knock out I like the young generation too.
Okay.
They dope too.
Okay. You mess with the old school and the new school. I like that.
And the new. Shouts out to my boy Fat Joe. I ain't gonna even talk about it.
Okay.
That's my boy. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to Fat Joe.
Yeah, he been chiming in and I've been chiming back in. We going back and forth a little something, but it's just,
hey, Fat, I need you on the show, Fat Joe. I need you on the show. Come pull up the Sports Hop, man.
Yeah, shouts out to the Fat Joe, the whole Terror Squad. I
Okay.
would love to just, I want to work with whoever want to work with me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? There's so many people that I got a dream of who I would love to work with, you know what I'm saying? But until then, I feel like I just got to keep going. Once people get to see what I'm doing and if they like what I'm doing too, it's going to crack.
Right.
Crack.
Yeah. Well, it's all in God's hands and destiny awaits. And, your story so far is a movie, man. And, I work in the movie game, man. So I might have to put the pen to the pad and do something with you, man. You know what I mean? We might have to make that happen.
I always want to be in movies too, man. So whatever I got to do too, man.
I got you. Big dog. I got you.
I remember when I first met you, I'm like, man, it looked like I seen him in a movie. Or it looked like something about him. I know him. And I think I see you at the homie Trill or
Truth's release party, yeah.
Yeah, but I've been seeing you like kind of before then.
Right. I've been at a lot of free shows, Sugar Free.
Okay.
Shout out to Sugar Free and Ted.
Yep.
Laneway, the whole movement.
All that.
Yeah, man. I've always been a grinder like you, man. I'm always out there, man. You got to be seen. Even if you're not heard, you got to be seen, or vice versa, or all the above.
Definitely.
But, you know, it's a family affair, man, and the movement is growing. And, you know, I got nothing but love and respect for what you've been doing in the game. And, hey, man, I'm going to stay on your neck, man, about this music. Trust me.
Hey, please do.
I'm going to stay on you, Big2DaBoy.
Please do.
The streets is calling, bruh.
Hey, let me tell you something, man. The old Big2DaBoy that people know, it was hella passion.
Yeah.
Every day on music.
Yeah.
24/7 knocking out damn near 5 to 10 songs a day. It was crazy. It was crazy. But it's like the Big2Da that people see now. It's like certain things that I see out there, that's what kind of make you want to slow down just a little bit. You know what I mean?
Right.
I pay attention to the world. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, just, you know, I grew up in the church house. And at the end of the day, power of tongue is something. You
Real
feel
talk.
me? So I remember one day I linked up with Method Man, and we went to Paramount Studios one day.
Shout out to Method.
Shouts out to Meth. One day my bro said, Big2Da, I don't even cuss no more in raps. I said, yeah, where that come from? That's like a little swag you got too. He said, man, my kids and everybody listen to my music. My family listen to my music in the car, to where it's like now I understand why the kids are so turned up today. It's power of tongue. It's the stuff that we listening to. It's the message we putting out there. You know what I'm saying? No disrespect to no rappers.
Right.
You know what I mean? But it kind of slowed my mission down because I love it so much. But at the same time, you get to see the roadblocks in it. Like, oh, okay, that's why the world, man. I remember we had a song called "We Are the World."
I remember that.
All the
children.
See, people don't know. They don't talk about stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then we had All in the Same Gang. You know, for the street people.
Self-destruction.
Come on, we need more stuff like that.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, we need stuff like that.
Right. That's
unity, man. We need to make it make sense. We need to make music again.
right.
Yeah.
Right.
Like even though I'm 42 years old, I got an old soul, but I like listening to old music.
Yeah.
Old music it got that feeling.
Yeah.
It's new stuff now. It's just everybody sound the same.
Yeah. Well, it's therapy, man, because without the old school, without the Motown era, you know, the 70s, the 80s, there would be nothing right now.
It's crazy how the young generation don't really chime in and know about it.
Mm-hmm.
But like far as the smart rappers and the lyrical cast that's super young, they know about music because they study.
Yeah.
Yeah, they study.
Yeah. In order to be great, you got to study greatness. You got to surround yourself with it.
That's why Kendrick's so dope to me.
Right.
It's like, damn, I already knew the homie was going to be super successful, but bro is just a retarded genius. Like, he's a genius. Like,
yeah.
He crazy.
One of the biggest artists in the world, man.
In the world, though.
And heavily
Out
respected.
of Compton, California.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
They don't know the struggle, man, coming from the land.
Yeah.
Damn. It's
so much history.
Your land and your land and your land and your land. Everybody land. The struggle. So just to see that, to see that stuff right there and to see that he damn near number one. To hear Eminem, to me, Eminem was like one of the dopest out there.
Still is.
Yeah, he still is for sure.
Shout out to him.
But to hear super MCs that's up there give Kendrick his flowers, like, man, I ain't never seen it or never heard it. Same thing, just like how we never seen and heard Eminem when he first came out. Nowadays, everybody, what is that?
Right.
A new sound, a new wave. It made you tune in, and that's what Kendrick. That's what he did. He knew what he was doing.
Yeah.
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 All timing.
Shout out to Kendrick Lamar. Big2DaBoys in the building.
Yes, sir.
Your boy Mack B's in the building. This episode 13 of Sports Hop, baby. Speaking of Sports Hop, rooftop party, business mixer, February 11th, on top of the Larry Flint Hustler Club in Vegas. Y'all pull up. It's gonna be a movie. Go to VegasWatchParty.com. It's on and popping. We're all in the building. Shout out to my man Solomon.
Get your tickets now.
Thanks for watching Sports Hop. Subscribe here for all the latest news on hip hop and sports. It's your boy Mack B.